And hello from one of the newer venues in English football, the Amex Stadium on the south coast. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It's Brighton up against Crystal Palace.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield would be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Number 13, Pascal Gross. Number 14, Adam Lallana. Number 10, Alexis McAllister. Number 9, Neil Morpay. And number 11, Leandro Trossard.
And the team selected for Brighton and Hove Albion.
Well, the two central midfield players need to have a different skill set. The holding midfield player has to be good defensively, whereas the player at the top of the diamond has to be expansive with his passing and be the team's creative spark.
Well, this is the team Crystal Palace have picked.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 formation with a centre forward and two wingers. So it's important that the midfield players give support to the striker whenever the ball goes wide. They can't allow him to be isolated.
Thank you, the Amex Stadium. Enjoy the game.
And so the battle commences. Might be able to set up the chance. Strong but fair tackle. And intercepted it. Will Hughes. Jeffrey Schlupp. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Hudson Edouard. Superb block. Well, not hard to read that pass. Jeffrey Schlupp. Conor Gallagher. Hudson Edouard. Well read to put an end to that attack. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Well, they've won the ball back quickly. All that convincing defensively. Couldn't keep it. Trossard. Neil Morpay. Tremendous challenge. Mitchell. Gallagher. And can they make one of these passes count? Palace now in potentially a dangerous position, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Alexis McAllister. Well, successfully cut out. They're keeping it on the ground, slightly off target, however. Will Hughes. And that was a very fine read. Adam Webster. Maupay. Maupay. Not a good pass. Jeffrey Schlupp. And they have possession again. Gross. And that always looked likely to run through to the keeper. Joel Ward. Conor Gallagher. And Hughes has it. Schlupp. Odson Edouard. Offensive Brazilians to shut them down. Trossard. Maupay. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. Well, a disappointing free kick, a long way off target.
Well, no wonder he's looking a bit sheepish. Really poor effort, you have to say.
Joel Ward. Good pressure high up the pitch. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. Lallana. And the cross is very much on. Gross. Maupay. Well, he's lost it. Mitchell. An important interception. Odson Edouard. Difficult to stop him. Well, it's a really poor challenge. Now, what's the referee going to do about it? And a yellow card for that, Stuart.
And he's going to have to be careful now. That was a silly challenge.
He plays it short. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Possession and patience, the watchwords. Determined defending. Smuggled away. Neil Maupay. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. Will Hughes. Conor Gallagher. Schlupp. Encouraging move from Crystal Palace. And space to cross it. Well, quite simply, the cross was too close to the keeper. Eze. And smart defending. Well, he prevented it from going over the line. Pascal Gross. And back with Gross. And a goal kick it'll be. Too much height on the shot. Will Hughes. Gallagher. And possession lost, intercepted. Gross. And unable to keep possession. Will Hughes. Odson Edouard. Gallagher. It's a good Palace move in the making. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Now he must favour the cross. That is not going to do. Well wide of the target. Lallana. McAllister. Mopé. Now with Gross. There wasn't much in that offside decision. Could have been in business. Mitchell. Jeffrey Schlupp. Eberechi Eze on the ball. Will Hughes. Decent position. Pulls it back. Oh, good work by the keeper. Trying to pick out a teammate. Looking for that final pass, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Well, trying to take their time, but not enough care on the ball.
Well, Palace have had all the possession over the last 15 minutes. They're creating plenty of chances and looking a constant threat. You feel they have to take the lead at some point with this sort of domination.
Will Hughes. Did well to win the ball back. The referee correctly decided to play advantage. Neil Maupay. Lallana. Trossard. Now Lallana. Got attacking possibilities. Maupay. Trossard. Well, the pass in behind the defence. Quick thinking from the keeper. Trossard. McAllister. Really vital interception. Now the attack will peter out. Keeper's ball. And do they mean business on this occasion? But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Pascal Gross. McAllister. Maupay. Trossard. Crisp tackling. Eze. And Palace could get in behind the defence. Jeffrey Schlupp. He might yet finish. Teammate available. Putting his body on the line. Can't get the shot through. We're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. Oh, great defending. Trossard. Unable to keep the ball. Neil Maupay. Couldn't hang on to it again. Jeffrey Schlupp. And Edouard with it. The high press was very much on. And the cross goes in, foiling them effectively. Joel Feldman, and he takes it away. Conor Gallagher. Oh, his eyes lit up, thinking it was about to be the opener.
Well, just the lack of composure. He should score there.
And the referee now going back to deal with the earlier incident. A yellow card it's going to be. Pascal Gross. Joel Feldman. Well, he's given us away. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. And a chance to whip it in here. Well, the keeper was always likely to do his job under no pressure. Eccentric goalkeeping. Pascal Gross. McAllister. Lallana. Maupay. Here's Gross. Joel Feldman. Well, possibilities in the centre. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. And so the battle commences. Well, a disappointing free kick, a long way off target.
Well, no wonder he's looking a bit sheepish. Really poor effort, you have to say.
Difficult to stop him, and a yellow card for that, Stuart.
And he's going to have to be careful now. That was a silly challenge.
And back with Gross. Oh, good work by the keeper. His eyes lit up, thinking it was about to be the... The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Really getting stuck in. Will Hughes. And the keeper there to catch it, under no real pressure. Joel Feldman. Neil Maupay. Gives it a go. Rifled against the post, but back in play. Not to be advised giving the ball away there. Failed to keep hold of it.
Well, they're certainly getting closer. You just sense that the goal is coming. They're playing so well at the moment.
Might be able to get in behind the defence. Anderson. Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. And I think, unfortunately for him, the less said about that attempt, the better.
Well, he had a lot of options there, but he's chosen the wrong one. That was a poor effort. Well, there it is. They're creating chances with some excellent attacking football, but the finishing just hasn't been good enough. They've been far too wasteful in front of goal.
High quality defending. Trossard. Lallana. Crossing possibilities. Alexis McAllister. Lallana. A danger here as he runs at them. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Jeffrey Schlupp. Gallagher. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. Alexis McAllister. And the emphasis is on creativity. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Joel Ward. And Hughes has it. And that's an important intervention. Will Hughes. At times they make passing look easy. Schlupp. Gallagher. And a fine tackle. Neil Maupay. There to win it back. Eze. Difficult to stop him. And crossed in there. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box, just begging someone to get on the end of it, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Excellent challenge. Gallagher. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. McAllister. Trossard. On to Gross. Promising attack this. And a long way out. Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. Anderson. 30 minutes to go then. Patient enough build-up. Can they carve out a chance? And just like that, they don't have the ball anymore. Trossard. Lallana. This could square the game, but the keeper has his say. And how important could that be in the grand scheme of things?
Well, that was a big chance, and really, he should have taken that. But let's give credit to the goalkeeper. It's a decent save.
And over it comes. He couldn't really direct it where he wanted. Now, what can they do from here? Lallana. McAllister. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Now, what can they do from here? Tremendous block. Poor pass. Jeffrey Schlupp. And Edouard with it. Well, they've given him too much space. And making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. The cross is on. Hughes. Beautifully disguised ball. Well, there's a keeper on song.
Well, how did he stop that? That's just unbelievable.
keeping possession of the ball with authority. Lallana. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Mopé. On to Trossard. Well, just the tackle that was needed. Gallagher. And Hughes has it. Pascal Gross. Neil Mopé. Oh, he's given us away. Wasteful again in possession. Will Hughes. Ward now. Fine sequence of passes. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. And into the last 20 minutes. And the emphasis is on creativity. Wonderfully weighted pass. Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Joel Ward. And Hughes has it. Schlupp. Eze. Well, great read there to intercept.
Well, the fans believe there's hope here. Can the players respond now?
Well, strong play here. Showing patience, looking for the equaliser, but then the one that goes astray. Jeffrey Schlupp. Eberechi Eze on the ball. And a useful cross. Ah, goalkeeper's ball. Not the best of crosses, really, was it? Neil Mopé. Just possessed there. Tremendous piece of tackling. Well, on the cusp of full time, the home side keep plugging away but find themselves on the wrong end of the scoreline. Stuart, your thoughts on what you've seen?
Well, their attacking play has been too slow, it's lacked penetration, and at times it's looked devoid of ideas. But can that change in the final few minutes here? It only needs one moment of magic.
Just made sure nothing came of that. How can they find the magic they need from this corner?
Well, just listen to the crowd. They know this is a big chance to equalise.
Substitution for
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture.
number 13, to be replaced by number 17, Stephen Alzate.
And the short option preferred. Alzate. And now with Trossard. Defensive efficiency personified. Eze. A really effective shielding under pressure. Mitchell. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. Will Hughes. Just not looking confident in possession. Pascal Gross. McAllister. And Palace with possession again here. Gallagher. Hanging on to the ball in this fashion suits them. Well, into an attacking position. It's not too late for them. Trossard. Gross. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Jeffrey Schlupp. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Strong play here. Oh, in with a chance! And that's going to roll all the way through. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. Now that'll be a free kick. And time for the change now.
Coming off the pitch, number 10, Alexis McAllister. To be replaced by number 18, Donny Welbeck.
A fine reading of the situation. Gross. Just cutting off the supply. Hudson Edouard. Will Hughes. Eze. Schlupp. And Hughes has it. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Hudson Edouard. Well, moving the ball impressively here. Really good interception. Will Hughes. And the ball's gone. Welbeck. Here's Gross. Well, on the attack, hunting for a late equaliser here. Getting in there to intercept. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Plenty of room in the wide area. Oh, great defending. Trossard.
Well, I'm not sure they deserve anything from this game, but there's still time to find that equaliser. And you have to say the crowd have been brilliant. They're still driving the team on.
Alzate. Gross. This could square the game. But no, he's gone and missed it.
Well, what a huge moment that could prove to be. They're running out of time here.
Substitution for Crystal Palace.
And with play stopped, they will make the change now.
23, Conor Gallagher. To be replaced by number 4, Wolverhampton.
Given away by Palace. And the referee has decided to add on a minimum of 5 minutes. Will Hughes. And Edouard with it. Never really close to the goal. And it will be a goal kick. Odson Edouard. And snuffing out the danger. Eze. And Hughes has it. Read it well. Luka Milivojevic. Will Hughes. Not the pass he had in mind. Throw-ins given. Mitchell. Eze. And space for the cross. No frustration for those waiting in the middle. Welbeck. Well, still pressing for a goal here. Cuts it back. This could level it. And all square now. And you have to ask the question, is the time for either side to win it?
Well, let's look at this again. He's done superbly well to pick out a teammate here, and the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
Brighton and Hove Albion goal.
They cannot be separated here, and it's on to extra time. Well, a disappointing free kick, a long way off target.
Well, no wonder he's looking a bit sheepish. Really poor effort, you have to say.
And back with Gross. Oh, good work by the keeper. His eyes lit up, thinking it was about to be the opener.
Well, just a lack...
Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. And I think, unfortunately for him, the less said about that attempt, the better.
Well, he had a lot of options there, but he's chosen the...
Difficult to stop him. And crossed in there. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style, superbly done. This could square the game. But the keeper has his say, and how important...